Can't lie, man. This lockdown version 2 look ain't doing it for me, man. Just ain't doing it for me. Look at the trim. Anyway, welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Obviously, appreciate the love for my first video. You know, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments, first time things. So we're out here trying to elevate. But nonetheless though, on to the next video. So this one's basically about my first time smoking a bong. Probably the most erratic situation or experience I've ever had in my life. But don't want to ever try it again. But nonetheless, I'm going to share this story with you guys and I hope you guys enjoy. So it all started pretty much when, oh my days, I lost my train of thought already. So it basically came through when, obviously I was in my room, I was just chilling basically. Obviously I heard noise in the living room. I was based in uni at the time and I was living with like flatmates and shit and people came to visit, of course. Obviously a lot of noise, wanted to see what was going on, you know, went through. So I saw people like, you know, just watching TV, you know, having a bit of banter, things like that. And I was like, what gone? So, and obviously they told me, you know, they're about to smoke some, you know, watch some movies and stuff like that. So I thought, you know, let me go to the shop and grab some snacks. Let me join them. Went to my local co-op, got me some crisps, sweets, all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Never thought I was gonna smoke anything, to be fair, but, you know, obviously I'm trying to socialize because that's just me. Obviously it came back and they're all sitting down, they're all smoking up and they had some fat bong on them. Like, I can't even remember the shape of it, but it was like, it was obviously glass. Greenish, but you know, we're not gonna go into details about that. Yeah, like they were hitting it hard. Like I could hear them coughing and everything. I was just watching them. I was like, raw, like you guys are on some shit. And you know, they were basically saying you can try some if you want. I've tried weed before, like obviously prior to that, and I've had some good experiences. Like I've had some really good experiences, but at the same time, like I've had some strange ones too. Where it's like, it's maybe overly anxious, you know, all of that stuff. And yeah, I was just like a bit skeptical. I was like, should I really try this stuff, man? Like, am I really up for that? Is that really me? But yeah, there was just like no pressure in that. And I was just like, you know what? Why not? Why not? First mistake, regret it. But yeah, let's get into it. So they handed the bong to me and I was just like, how do I smoke this? Like, this is looking kind of weird. Am I gonna die from the first puff? But I hit that shit and why am I even swearing? Yeah, I hit that stuff and like the first puff, I remember I thought it was calm. Like, I thought it was going in, you know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, I could feel the heat and everything. It was going down my insides and everything. I felt it all. You know, it felt kind of nice. Then obviously when I exhaled it, I was coughing like I was in some gas chamber or something like that. I don't even know if I should be saying that. Shit. Yeah, it was just a bit mad. Like I was just coughing everywhere. I think I was coughing for at least 5 minutes. And no, I went to get some water and stuff like that because I thought it was just basically overwhelming me quite completely. Yeah, the coughing calmed down and I was just like, yo, this ain't as much hype as it should be. Like, I'm not feeling shit. Like, I'm not feeling anything. Like, why is everyone hyping this stuff up? Like, why is everyone so high right now? My tolerance must be crazy. And I was just sitting on the chair. I was like, yo, this ain't hitting me, man. I'm just like, this is terrible. This is some terrible weed you got right here. And they were just looking at me like, just wait. And yeah, they were right. I was gone by like probably like 7 minutes. I was gone. I was slumped. Like, but then I was also like, but yeah, it felt good. It felt good. Like I was just relaxed. I was chilled. It was the most chilled sort of like feeling that I had at the first stage. I was just like, yo, I am living on cloud 9. Like, this is calm. But then, you know, I realized like it just started really it really started hitting me a bit more. And I was like, yo, like, what's going on? What's going on? I'm feeling a bit strange. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it was something that I just wasn't used to, and it made me more slumped than I probably would have wanted to be. So I just thought, yo, I'm gonna sleep this off. So obviously I told my friends, you know, they're high, so I'm just gonna try and sleep this off, but hope you guys have a good night. I went straight to my room. I went under the covers, closed my eyes, and then that's when everything just started going wrong. Like as soon as I closed my eyes, it's like I entered some spiritual vortex, like the world was spinning. It was crazy. Like my imagination was doing flipping somersaults. Like I've never experienced anything like that before. And I just opened my eyes, yeah. And next thing I know, yeah, my room's flipping. It was flipping. Like it was nah. I don't even know, man. I don't know whether I was like being zapped by some juju shit or like I don't know, but nonetheless, my room was spinning. And I was looking at my bed sheets, and obviously you guys know Beyblade. My bed sheets, the patterns on it were spinning like Beyblades. You know what I'm saying? Like flipping, like they were about to attack me or something like that. And I was just like, what is going on? I was finished. I was shooketh. And I was just like, yo, okay, yeah, I definitely need to try and sleep this off. Close my eyes again, yo, and then I don't know what was happening at that point. I was seeing monsters, and I was just like trying to keep my eyes open after that. I was like, I was just breathing in and out, and it was just, I just felt like I was about to flipping pass out or die. That's how it felt. Yeah, I just remember basically stumbling out of my room, and it was crazy because it was like, as soon as I left that door, it was almost as if I left like planet Earth, or at least the dimension that I was in. I was still walking in the corridor, but it's like I wasn't actually there, or at least I wasn't in this realm of existence. And man's just getting bare philosophical right now, but it was crazy. I remember walking down the corridor was just jittering, and it was almost like it was changing colors. The corridor like elongated. It felt like I was walking for like 10 minutes at least. The corridor walk it's at least like 3 seconds or so. I remember like entering through the living room door, yeah, and I was looking at everyone, and I was just like, is this real life? Am I really here? Are they really there? Like, am I dead? Like, it was insane. Everyone just looked animated, and like, everyone just looked like they were there, but they weren't. And I remember looking at myself in the mirror, and my eyes were super dilated, like dilated beyond anything I've ever experienced. And I've never done any drugs, you know what I'm saying? So seeing things like that, yeah, was completely and utterly terrifying, like proper terrifying. And the first thing that my friends said when they saw me was like, Ryan, are you alright? I just remember responding saying, yeah, but it was like me acknowledging what they said, but not really hearing it. It's just bloody weird, man. But yeah, I just remember like going over to sit down, obviously with everyone. And I remember my eyes being like this. And my friends were just like, yo, Ryan, what is wrong with you? Like, are you okay? At this point, I needed to tell them, like, you guys need to help me. Like, and I just remember like constantly standing up every 3 seconds and then sitting back down. And my friends were just like, yo, this guy's bugging. Like, they proper thought I was bugging. I remember like standing up at one point. I was looking at the mirror, basically. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a vortex, basically. It was like I was entering a vortex through the window, through the mirror. And it was like, bam, 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 bam. And it literally felt like it was going on for like half an hour. That's how it felt. More times it was probably like 30 seconds, but that stuff felt like an hour or 30 minutes easily. And I just remember like looking through the mirror, and I was like, help me! I was screaming, and my friends were like surrounding me and everything, and I was just like, yo, Ryan, are you right? We need to call an ambulance. At this point, it was getting to the point where basically I was sort of like coming in and out of my senses. Like, it's like even when I was within my senses, I really wasn't. But it got to a point where I was basically just hallucinating. And this is where it gets really, 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 really freaky. So I basically hallucinated seeing my friend around the table, and I remember approaching him, and I remember having a knife, and I remember sticking it through him. Now that's where it gets really, really, really nuts. Obviously, I freaked out when I sort of like saw myself doing that. Turns out I actually didn't do it, but nonetheless, crazy stuff. I see myself sitting down again all of a sudden. Like, it was almost as if like there was like transitions, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was coming in and out of consciousness, and I would see myself sort of like in different positions. It was maybe I was passing out, or I don't know. I was just basically zoning out at different points. And this is where it started getting really freaky. Like, so I was just trying to calm myself down. My friends were surrounding me, And yeah, they were basically trying to like, you know, calm me down, like, oh, Ryan, drink some water. So that's basically what I did. You know, they put on a TV as well to try and like relax me. And this is where it starts getting really weird. Like, it was almost as if like time was reversing, and I was experiencing some sort of like, I don't know, deja vu. I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but yeah, I'll be watching a certain clip on the TV, and it's like I'll then see it again all of a sudden, or I'll see my friends sort of like repeating the same actions or having the same conversations. And this went on easily for like another hour. And yeah, it was just constantly time replaying itself. And this is where I thought like I'm finished, and I was just praying to God. I was like, God, why did you let me take this? Like, oh my God, am I gonna die? Like, oh, what am I gonna tell my mom? What's my mom gonna say? How's my mom gonna react when she sees me dead and stuff like that? Like, oh, I'm done. And then there was another point where I was just like in the chair, and it felt as if like I was falling through it. That was going on for like 30 minutes easily. Yeah, it was just so much stuff. Yeah, at this point, probably like another hour passed. I feel like I was sort of like somewhat coming back to normality, but maybe 50% there. Still basically buzzed off my head. And yeah, at this point, there were certain times I was basically hallucinating and sort of like leaving planet Earth. So like I was basically like flying away from existence itself. I was entering some totally new dimension, and I was seeing sort of like spirits, and I was seeing like extraterrestrial beings. Like, I don't know, man, it was mad. At this point I thought like, I'm done with like humanity. Like, I've basically transcended life. This weed has made me transcend life. Yeah, I was basically floating about in space, and yeah, it was nuts. I was just seeing colors. I was seeing creatures, monsters, light beings, whatever you want to call it. This is why you don't watch too much anime, because that's what it does to you, man. That's what it does to you when you're high. I think I remember like sort of like coming back to my senses again, and at this point I remember myself lying down, and my friends were basically in front of me. As I said, like, it just happened in transitions basically. My friends were basically just like, you know, in front of me right at this point, and they were again like trying to ask, am I okay? And at this point now, I was basically lying down. It was like they were in front of me, but they really wasn't. It's like there was like a barrier in between us, or rather we were in two different dimensions, but I could see them through a crystal ball or like a crystal mirror. And I was like in some dark space alone, and they were all like in a world of normality. And I was just like, yo, how do I join your reality? And one of them made a snarky remark saying, you can't come to our reality. And I was like, oh, that is not something to say to someone who is high off their head, okay? That is not something to say, because that made me panic all the more. Yeah, I was just basically like coming in and out of consciousness. I think I was just like passing out every now and then. And this basically went on for at least another 4 hours. And all I remember was waking up in my sofa. It was probably about 5 a.m. at this point. I was pretty much still high, but definitely 80% sober now at this point. So I definitely fully came to my senses. I felt bare weird, but my mind was intact and my eyes were intact. Everything was intact, and everyone was gone. Like, the whole room was empty. Like, I saw nobody. The room was dark, and I was just like, bro, you guys left me in that state? And I just remember literally going to bed, sleeping it off, and yeah, coming back to the living room the next morning. Everyone was just there. Everyone was just staring at me like, Ryan, what was wrong with you yesterday? And I was just like, yo, boss, people, I don't know what strain you had me smoking, but never let me do that stuff again. Never in your life. Yeah, it was just crazy. It was crazy. I mean, they said they were gonna call the ambulance, but they ended up not. I don't know why, considering how erratic I was, but nonetheless, we move and learn, you know what I'm saying? I told myself, never again, never smoking a bong. And since then, obviously, ain't been trying that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I've been weed free. Yeah, this is the end of the story. Yeah, craziest story that I've ever had, for sure. Definitely never trying that stuff again, for sure. Nonetheless though, hope you guys enjoyed. obviously you guys like, subscribe, share, do what you can to spread this video, and obviously I'll greatly appreciate that stuff. Nonetheless though, obviously we out.